Welcome to my garden. In this video, I'm going to show you how to grow giant aloe vera plants and what can go wrong because it can easily result in plants that look like this. These plants, when I bought them, were looking very radiant. I brought them home and I followed all the specific instructions. That is to water once a week or once a fortnight. And that was what I did religiously. But my aloe vera plant still turned out looking like this. The mistakes that I made are quite simple. When you buy your aloe vera plant, you have to consider where you're going to put it. Is it going to be indoors or outdoors? Most of the time when we buy our aloe vera plants, we actually put them indoors. But we have to ensure that we place it close to a window, not among a group of other plants, so that it's not receiving direct sunlight. Choosing a healthy aloe vera to buy is very easy, but it's where you place it that is most important. When you see aloe growing outside, it gets a lot of sunshine and you can water it once a fortnight. But you may also have a situation where your aloe vera plant is indoors, you can't water it once a fortnight, you just have to wait. Sometimes I water my aloe vera once in 6 weeks because you have to wait for the soil to be dry. Aloe vera growing indoors does not dry that easily, and that is what has happened to this aloe vera that we are looking at. What I started to notice first of all was the aloe vera was just looking a very beautiful green. As it went along, the leaves started to break very easily. They were really tender. And I then thought to myself, this aloe doesn't seem to be alive. Today, I'm looking at the plant just to take a look at the roots. And I've discovered this one has no root. So let's place it aside. You can see that the other aloe in this pot has grown some pops. They are quite small, but I'm still going to bring it out as well to see the condition of the roots, because the roots are actually very important when you're growing plants, especially when you're growing succulent plants. So I'll bring out the aloe vera plant and have a look at the roots so you can see what I discovered. The aloe vera plant is just on its last leg. It's surviving, but it's dying. That is what happens when you put your aloe vera plant indoors, not in direct sunlight, and then you just religiously water it every 2 weeks, thinking, oh, it's been there a long time, I think it should need water. No. Aloe vera may be there for 2-3 months and the soil in the pot may not yet be dry. It depends on the size of the pot that you use. That is why when you buy aloe vera at the shops, it always comes in these tiny pots. And then you get home and you think, oh, this aloe vera plant is going to be falling over. I might just place it in a bigger pot. Placing my aloe vera in a bigger pot was not an advantage because it started to lose its roots. I did not place it in bright sunlight as the shops did where I bought it, because when you go to the garden center, you find the aloe vera plants outside in sunshine. That's actually what you're supposed to do. You either keep it outside if you have a weather that can allow you to keep it outside for 12 months of the year, or you keep it outside from spring to the end of summer when it's no longer warm. Then you bring it indoors, but make sure you place it by a window that is receiving direct sunlight. Aloe vera cannot cope with low light at all. Even if other plants are growing around it, aloe vera is slowly losing its roots. That means it is dying. You can see that this aloe vera has just a few roots left. we can see the taproot which is in the center, and that is supposed to grow long and deep into the soil. This one you can see has a dark portion on the head and on the side. Those are roots. And so when you have a little baby aloe vera trying to grow out, it's not even coming from a healthy plant. It's going to struggle to get bigger. It's going to struggle to even break surface and be able to start receiving sunshine for itself. So if you have your aloe vera plant in a pot that is big, try and look for smaller pots with big holes, because aloe vera will do well in small pots where when you water the plant, the drainage is fast. The water passes through. Yes, the soil will be wet, but that is why you use small pots. So because aloe vera would actually do better when it's in a pot that can drain easier and also contain just a little amount of soil. Aloe vera, like other succulents, love to be root bound. This aloe vera plant has stretched like we have most other plants would stretch when they're not able to get sunshine. That is what this aloe vera plant is doing. It is stretching, it is looking for the sun. It's trying to reach the sun, but I didn't realize this. You can just carry on looking at it and thinking my aloe vera is growing taller, but that's not the situation. The aloe vera is dying. Make sure your aloe vera is in soil that drains well. When you look at the color of this soil, you can see I have stones and sand, but it seems to have too much compost. The soil that you're growing your aloe vera in should have more sand and stones. Aloe vera is a desert plant. That is what we have in the desert areas. We have sand, stone. When some animals die, they fertilize the soil, but then it's not going to be a large percentage of your soil being compost. It's advisable to just buy succulent soil from the shops, but it's possible for you to make your own soil mix. Just put 50% sand and then make up the rest with stones and compost. Don't allow your plant to be in about 80 or 90% compost. You would even see earthworms just playing around in your pot. That does not happen in the desert. After that, when you have now seen what your plant root looks like, you want to repot it. Please make sure that only the root portion is buried. Don't plant aloe vera below the root line. None of the leaves of aloe vera should be buried, because when you want to harvest your aloe vera, you will not be able to have access to cutting off the leaf. And this is one disadvantage that will be very obvious right from the time you plant your aloe vera, because you should start harvesting it maybe in about a month or two. If the lowest leaves are stuck in the soil, it will not be easy to harvest your plant. To get a giant aloe vera plant, you need to harvest the leaves in order from about 2 months and remove the pops once they are 2 to 3 inches high. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you can grow giant aloe veras. Bye.